talk about you and me. Let's talk about Love Island, South Africa, drama tea. It is drama tea. Welcome back to another episode of Love Island, South Africa, guys. All I'm gonna say is let's just get into it. Done. Summer basically walked away from Cage right at the beginning of this episode. Fuming. This is actually gonna be frustrating, but I'll unveil what happens later. So there was a recoupling, and the numbers of the boys and the girls is mismatched. So someone was heading out today. This is gonna get fun. So the new boys who came in last had to decide who they wanted to be with. So this was gonna get interesting. Libo was up first. He had to make a tough choice between Timna or Aaron. Now you see, looking at these options, this would be the toughest choice, one of the toughest choices in his life, because honestly he vibes with both of them, and he chose Thimna in the end, because he believes he gets on with her and she's great with everyone else. Aaron's fresh out of a triangle of love, and he's probably giving her space as well. He's still keen to know more about her though. Chris. Now he had a choice here between anyone and most probably Rochelle, but he chose Summer, and I think this upset Cage to the next level. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens there. Millie chose Scavia. I'm gonna rip into these guys later because they're starting to annoy me in a good way. Aaron chose Ian. Sarah chose Assad, and Rochelle saved Cage. Bye bye Durang. No more Durang drama ever again in the life and the history of this show. Although he did actually say something interesting before he left. He said, "This is not the last you'll hear of me." Guys, never forget the name Durang. He's going to be somewhere else. He's going to be famous. He could just enter the other Love Islands. He could enter X on a Beach without having an X. He's going to enter the new series called The 100, but this time it's about the 100 people he's met before and slept with before. That's going to be Durang's new show, guys. Unbelievable. I'm not going to even comment on this guy. I actually wanted him out of the Cage. I remember saying he's just... You lose count after 100, that's first of all. I already hate him just for that. And then the way he speaks and he goes about and he's like, and then he caused that drama when it was like 3 episodes about him and Timna only, and you just can't find anyone obviously anymore, and I don't think anyone wanted him. That was shown. So it's great that he's gone for the show, I guess, for himself as well. Don't know what he's gonna find being the person he's. I think he has to change who he is, in fairness, if he wants to actually find someone decent out there. Well, anyways, bye bye Durang. Okay, so Cage basically got emotional with the whole Summer and Chris link up, and I think he was heartbroken, and he displayed this to Summer, and she also felt bad about it. And basically this episode mainly revolved around them and the Chris love triangle, because she had to make a tough decision now between who she's going to pick between the two of them. Sarah and Assad looks like they had a great night in bed. That's all I'm going to say. Millie and Scavia is actually close to that as well. Ian said he loves weights. I'm just going to say that's the only thing he's been able to pick up. Nice guy, generous and all, but I don't know. It's just like none of the women on there is for him. Summer's head is obviously in 2 places, and she had a talk with both Cage and Chris during the whole episode and the whole saga, and she can't come to her mind yet, and I think she'll make it up in the next episode. And yeah, so Cage and Chris had a talk, and this talk didn't go so well. I'd say there was tension, swerving, swearing at the end especially. And Kate's just not happy with the way that he chose Summer, but I think deep down that's not the real reason. His real reason is just the whole thing in general. He didn't want someone else to choose it. He thought obviously that Chris lied to him, and there's just a misunderstanding between the two, honestly, and controversy strikes, and it just didn't make sense almost. And did Markson know? Because they have to make up. That's all I can say for these two. And yeah, we're gonna have to find out what happens. Lebo and Timna, it looks like they have a beautiful relationship going. And Lebo's telling her how he dreams about her every night. Even though they're like together. It's a good thing. Ask me. And Summer and Chris, when they were having a conversation, Millie and Scavia were watching and like snuggling and laughing about it. I'm gonna rip into these two because they're actually starting to annoy me as a couple now. Like, I don't hate them, but it's just like a good type of hate. I don't know if that's a thing or it exists. It's because these guys, they just like cuddle buddies for the whole day. And I guess that's what it's supposed to be, but it's starting to work on my nerves now. Especially when they put the camera on them so many times like that. Side note, actually, when there was a text for Ian and he asked if everyone's ready, someone said, "Yes, sir. Get out." Whoever that was, I think it was a girl, just never say that again, please. Bad, terrible. Next, at the end, there was an indoor game between the couples. Millie and Scavia won by getting all their questions right. Either they were cheating, whispering to each other, or I don't even want to say what they did in the game because it's really simple. You just had to know your partner, you had to speak to them for 10 minutes, and then during the game they'd ask you a question and you'd have to write down what your partner's favorite or whatever is. And they got it all right. Millie and Scavia, I'm gonna say they cheated because there's no ways they would have known all of that together and got exactly right. Flip off. Anyways, they won a date to get on a hideaway. So that's basically a luxurious room where you sleep together for one night and there's probably like champagne and stuff. And it's just gonna look all romantic in the room, I believe, with like hearts everywhere and stuff. I guess they'll be amped for that. I'm just gonna head on to the next episode. I'm gonna watch it now. Everybody, I've been a bit busy. Thanks to all those who subscribed. Thanks to all those that liked. Thanks to all those that commented. And I'm just gonna have to keep making these videos. So please don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and keep well. That's all I'm gonna say, man. See you later, guys. Peace out, man.